All right, let's see what's going on tonight. Let's see what he's bringing in.
Hopefully I don't hit anything. That's probably good. I almost knocked my ear off.
Oh, that would have been a first for you.
Not necessarily.
That I have seen.
Hey, what are these?
Oh gosh. Do I want to know? What is that?
I don't know. Back up. Back up.
For a second, it looks
Back
like...
up.
Okay. Ah! Okay, thanks, hon. Let's hope the kids are asleep. What in the heck? It has been a long day. I was not expecting that.
I know.
I always got to be prepared, I guess. Goodness. Thanks, hon.
You're welcome. That was really loud in my ears.
I just grew another gray hair.
You'll never catch up with me.
This is a fact. Well, only because I get my hair colored.
So this is my Teardown.
Okay.
It's a very busted Jeep 4-liter.
Wow.
And got the old seatbelt strap. OSHA approved. We're just gonna pluck it out of here for tonight so I can use my truck tomorrow.
Okay.
Hopefully it reaches and is tall enough. This looks like an engine that was like torched out of a vehicle. It looks like they tried to get the torque converter bolts out, but where they failed, I will succeed. Maybe.
How heavy is this one, did you say?
The heavy engine, it's all iron, so it's probably about 500 or 600 pounds.
Oh boy.
I'm sure someone in the comments will tell us how heavy an iron 4-liter is expressed.
Okay.
This is definitely cut out with a torch here. Not the way I like to do things. We don't use a blue wrench in my shop. I need to go down with this. I'm gonna be able to pick it up, and then we'll see what's out. Sometimes I like it when these engines are locked up and they still have a torque converter on them, because it's probably a $15 or $20 core on that torque converter.
Oh, sweet.
Like free money for a little bit of work. Be careful here. And we're up. And we'll do this. A little bit more. I haven't even seen the right side of this engine, because it was always on that side since I saw it. Yeah, everybody just packed this thing out. Yeah, it looks like some stuff was smashed on it, so it might have even been removed. Well, probably not removed from the machine.
Is this the engine for your teardown this week?
Yeah. Now I can use my truck tomorrow. So I gotta haul some stuff. I don't want this thing.
Yeah, takes up a lot of space.
Yeah. A couple exit wounds here.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be a fun one to tear down.
You think it'll be hard to get on the stand?
Oh yeah, this one's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yep.
I'm gonna lower it all the way down just so it doesn't have the load
On the cherry picker?
on the ram.
Oh.
Probably tiptoe there.
Well, that was the easy part, so.
There you go.
All right.
That was the easy part, getting it out of the truck. So, here's the sitch. I looked this over. It looks like there's one torque converter bolt that's out right here, that's behind this cover. This one's loose, and the other two are tight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my porta power, and I'm gonna spread this, bend the flex plate away from the block so I can get that out, and then we have to get the other two out so we can get the torque converter off, which then allows us to get the flex plate off, which allows me to bolt it to an engine stand. All right, so put it in here. If it fits, that's the other problem, is if it doesn't fit, I'm gonna have to go get a pry bar. There's plenty of flexibility here. Just gotta get this in. Go on the top here. I don't want to obstruct how much room I have to use a wrench.
I like that you're doing this like right next to your M3.
It's fine.
What could possibly go wrong?
Don't say stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, be careful.
Yes.
I guess I should. Spreading it. Probably gonna have to get an open end wrench to finish the job here. All right, let's go get a wrench. Oh, look, I can move that. See, that one's gone. And we have, if I can, oh, I can't get, I can do this. What we gotta do here is bend some stuff and things.
Okay, stuff and things. I can understand that.
I don't know if this is gonna work. This pry bar is over on the large side. Watch out. And it's not working the way and my brain said it was gonna do something else.
Okay.
Oh, I see what I need to do. If I keep going, I can get this out. Yeah.
Okay. Just let me know if I'm too close.
No, you're not too close. Okay, there was one.
Sweet.
And it is in a really terrible area to access.
Yeah.
It's on the bottom. All right, that's out. Then we'll see how much it moves when there we go. All right, so we have 2 out now.
Okay.
And if you move this, haha!
Oh, nice.
And then let me go get an open end wrench. We're gonna flirt with disaster and maybe run that thing off.
Okay. Starting with disaster, I said that's a great theme for a Valentine's.
What I'm gonna do is get it loose. I hope I can get it loose with the open end wrench. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep, we're turning. We're shaking and moving.
Shaking bacon.
I can't touch it, but I can put the wrench on it. This bolt seems like it's longer than all the others. I think it's just my perception.
Maybe.
All right, I think we're pretty close.
Okay.
We're gonna lift it up.
Oh, and there she goes.
Now I just need to get these bolts out.
All right.
We'll get my impact in the socket, and we'll hang it up here, and we'll get it mounted to the stand in close proximity to all my expensive cars.
Nice.
Terrible idea. There, now I can hopefully find some bolts to fit it.
All right.
More like this.
All right, here's 3 out of 4.
This is I love this game so much.
He just had this crazy, excited look in his eye.
Yeah, because it was like the 3rd bolt I found. It fit right in there.
So I said he said I should just video when he has all 4 of them. So, almost there.
All right. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna just rotate this unit like this. I think it's about time I replace this engine stand.
Yeah.
I bet it's had more engines on it than most of these have.
How long have you had this one for?
Oh, it's been at least like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, with the amount of engines you put on it, it makes sense to get a different one.
I mean,
Keep this one as a backup.
Yeah, this one, it's tired.
You don't have another stand?
I have a brand new one at work that I have not opened up.
Oh.
That's a future Eric
A future Eric.
problem.
Got it.
Yeah, that might do. Mounting them on their side is not fun, but it does work sometimes. Not always. Oh, that's better.
Yeah, it looks like it's going in or turning.
Uh-oh. No worries. Then we have this bottom one here, which is going to be this, and it has to fit, or I don't know what exactly to do. This is the part that's less than ideal, because I have to pretty much, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Oh, there we go. Just do this. I definitely don't want to cross thread it, because that would like ruin the bolt and the block, or break it off. Not that we're gonna be fixing.
Right. But for the what you need to do.
But it still needs to mount to this part.
Yeah.
And there's only 4 bell housing bolts. Oh, I think I got it. Let me get a wrench on. I'm doing this by hand so I don't go crazy and break one of these bolts.
Oh, because the
last time I used my impact, I
too much power.
One too many ugga dugga.
The bolts didn't. You exceeded the ability of the bolts to hold what?
The bolts came apart, so I exceeded the ability of those bolts to hold. I think we're doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Things are happening. I don't know if they're the good things, but they are things.
But something's happening.
Hey, I think it's working.
Yeah. Looks like it is.
All right, so let's get this one in a little bit more. I don't want to go too tight because I still have to position this. I'm going to lower this down just a hair. Okay, maybe the 2 hairs.
You're just splitting hairs there.
Oh, I'm not splitting anything.
See what I did there?
Yes. That's going to be pretty close to where we need it.
Okay.
I'm going to zip these down. I can't get that one yet, so we're gonna get the
Until
rest
you turn it?
Until I turn it.
Got it.
Uh-oh, I need another washer for that one. Alright, now I need to add washer.
Got the washer on.
Added 2.
Oh, okay.
1 for good measure.
I knew you were going to say that.
Alright, and then at this point, these 3 are tight. There's
Okay.
just one that's not. So we're going to take this off of here. We're going to put the weight on the engine stand and rotate it and see what happens.
Okay.
Let's see, will the stand handle this beast? Oh, it sounds like
something's going to fall out of that, or maybe.
It sounds like there's a cash register in the oil pan. All right. Final bolt. Come on. You're going to make me go get an open end wrench? Yeah, that's what it's going to do. It's leaking engine fluid.
Oh.
Whatever that is.
That's wonderful. Do you want me to put a pig mat under it?
No, I'm going to move it into the teardown area. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this thing is wrecked. I haven't seen the side of it.
Oh, yeah?
How smashed that oil filter is.
Smashed.
And they just like chopped this harness. Like, it looks like they just like snipped everything. I'm probably going to pull the harness ahead of time because nobody cares about seeing me remove remnants of a harness.
Okay.
Teardown videos. Oh, somebody's getting it out there.
Yeah.
I feel like people know where I live and then do that all the time.
I don't know.
They're like, oh, there's Eric's house. It happened at my old house too.
Instead of honking by, they just...
They just floor it.
Yeah.
These are like some of the best engines ever made, I think.
Why is that?
They're super reliable. They make tons of torque and power for what they are. They're easy to service. The parts are almost free. There's like no downside about owning them. They're not the most fuel efficient, I'll admit that. But they're great engines. It's fantastic. I miss my old 4-liter Jeep.
Yeah.
Remember my white Jeep?
Yes.
Both of them, the manual one that I should never have sold and the automatic one that I should have never bought. This was rusty.
Was one of those the ones that we owned when we had the carport?
Yes.
Was one of them that you used during the...
It's the one I used
To pull it down?
Yes, the one I used to crush my old garage.
Nice.
If I can find those videos.
Yeah.
Nope, that's just part of that pocket now. This is a 90, I don't know, it's at least a 98 and down engine. I don't know what the, I'll do some digging and find out exactly what it's from.
What type of engine is this again?
This is a Jeep 4-liter. It's actually an AMC engine. This is really, really tight connector. I don't understand this. Alright, so battery cable here. Looks like I need 15, 13 now. It was a 14. That's fine, I got the 13 right here. No, it was a 13. Now it's a 12. Okay. Getting a little frustrated with how rusty some of this stuff is. Let's move to the other side and see if I can get at least the harness loose over here.
Okay.
There we go. It's a shame they cut the harness. These engine harnesses are worth like $250. But that's how it's clearly must have come from a scrapyard, and a lot of those places trip over Benjamins to pick up pennies. They're not interested in selling parts, they just scrap.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's a waste. Oh, that's bad. Let's keep going. Stuff is flying. Let's keep going. Alright, I think we can... Somehow that made more stuff leak out of the engine. I have no idea what is happening.
I know you said you don't need it, but that was bothering me.
A little bit. It helps. The stud and nut are frozen together. So I'm trying to turn the whole thing out. You can see this was like torched out of a Jeep.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the bolts are really hard to get out, so they just use the torch.
Oh.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, I was like, really?
No, they're not hard to get out, but...
Oh, right.
Give me my socket back.
You have sacrificed your
so
socket.
Now this will go in my harness wire bin at work.
Okay.
And it's a $1.80 or something, $1.90 a pound.
That's mine.
This is at least $4. I know a lot of people are thinking this is really dumb. They're right.
You should say, I'm a lot of people.
It is dumb.
But
if anybody hits my cars, it's me.
Right, yeah, it's...
Then I can't yell at anybody. Unless I find a mirror. Okay.
All right.
Oh, my table's there.
Nice.
All right, let's figure out what this is from.
Okay.
Daco 71659.
Okay.
I think this is from a... This looks like it's from an XJ. So, 96 or 98 down Jeep Cherokee.
Okay.
Let's find out. Oh, it's a ZJ.
Okay.
So this is a 93 to 98 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4-liter. If we're going off of that hose. And that makes sense, judging by what else I see.
Yeah.
If this is an OBD2 engine, which I'm sure I can figure that out, maybe I can't. Either way, the harness that was on this was worth more than they probably scrapped the entire vehicle for. But it is a lot of work to get them out, so I understand.
Yeah.
Look, I got a tag that says Eric's Teardown.
That's so nice.
My guys just know when stuff like this comes in, the only way it's here is because Eric bought it for a teardown.
Yeah.
There's some really sharp stuff on this engine. Like, not smart, but like...
Just pointy.
Pointy stuff to impale me on.
Yeah. You're just getting the straps off of the... What are those?
This is a seatbelt.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Seatbelts save lives. They also lift engines.
Ah, multi-purpose. I guess that makes sense.
I try to clean it up a little bit for the video.
Ah. So it's easier for you to get
started.
started.
It just looks better. All right.
Okay.
She's ready to come apart.
Sweet. Happy teardown.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Not too terrible.